just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Sanford. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Slams it ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Buys a little time. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
It's in the oven already.
Really good patience
it's in the oven.
and recognition. And how about the
piece of the ass for
just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside of the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working.
I know we were talking, but they
or if I'm near him,
it's a kid for your kids.
Nice job
so I didn't know.
Same page, getting the first down.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my...
And that pass is caught at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. If you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Houston, 14. Kansas State, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Looking for an open area to his left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting in his position.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Houston offense comes onto the field.
Close,
This
close,
has been
close.
exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's
What do you say?
now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this
Huh?
week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 15, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Running through contact. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. It's a reverse. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. To the air. It's Barnett. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll fire. That's caught. It's Sanford. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that.
He's got it on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Kansas State pushing the pace. To the air on first down. Extending the play. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, wants to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they do on third down. The corners are walked up tight. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Houston 35, Kansas State 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands.
Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll tackle it about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Tries to get it to the running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver makes the catch. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Running with purpose.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Mountaineers with 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Mountaineers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. That's an old school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
That running back needs to find the picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down.
Makes a spectacular diving catch.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Good enough for first down yardage.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Wallace. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Signs the quick throw. Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Boy, this defense has been in incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Getting set. Here's second down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. That's caught. It's Wallace. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The shotgun running play call. And that run produces a decent gain. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they get set now to try the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That completion sets up a third down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the Mountaineers line up on 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions. and sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And out comes the field goal unit. And it's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He hands it off from the gun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He slings this one deep down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Across midfield. At the 30 now. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. Have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wallace. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here comes a handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. It's a run to the left. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. And they'll use the ground game here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness focus in taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. That pass is caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Extra point try coming now. PHC up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
A crucial play in this game. It's third down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Nittany Lions come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking for some space. It's Martin. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. Third down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this third down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Trying to find room. It's Wallace. Tackle, but first down.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top 2 seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Got him. He's sacked.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
The Nittany Lions are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, the championship pressure curve.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass caught down at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Finds his man. It's Wallace. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Boy, great job up front here in getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go as he's being hit. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris. And see, let's go with that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. What did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Who makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Nittany Lions line it up with first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through, and they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Nittany Lions are in the red zone now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The tight end has got it. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Off target and incomplete. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. Just 23 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
This one will be fair caught. And the Florida offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off here. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots and the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Enough for a first down at the 37.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Short throw complete to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Stopped right there, but it's first and goal at the 5.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The freshman making an impact play there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Can they cut into this lead now on third and goal? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he knocks that one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Testing the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. He walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw testing the middle. He pulls in the catch. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be...